Another member of President Trump's cabinet is out, and this one has Oregon ties. Former Congresswoman Lori Chavez-DeRemer is no longer labor secretary after multiple allegations of abusing her position, from an affair with a staffer to drinking on the job and having staff plan official trips that were mostly for personal reasons. She's now the third cabinet member and third woman to leave her post or be fired as part of this Trump administration. Kristi Noem was ousted as DHS secretary in March, and Attorney General Pam Bondi got the boot earlier this month. A White House spokesperson writing that Chavez-DeRemer, quote, will be leaving the administration to take a position in the private sector. She has done a phenomenal job in her role by protecting American workers, enacting fair labor practices, and helping Americans gain additional skills to improve their lives. Both the White House and Labor Department initially said reports of Chavez-DeRemer's wrongdoing were baseless. But as more allegations emerged, her job came into question. And here we are, she's out. In a statement on social media today, Chavez-DeRemer writing in part, "It has been an honor and a privilege to serve in this historic administration and work for the greatest president of my lifetime. We created new pathways to mortgage-paying jobs, prepared workers to excel in the age of AI, took steps to lower prescription drug costs, promoted retirement security, and so much more." But her departure comes less than a week after two Democrats in the House sent this letter to the Labor Department's Inspector General, asking for yet another investigation into Chavez-DeRemer. This one is less about her personal conduct while on the job and more about whether or not she's following the law as it relates to a Labor Department Advisory Council. Okay, basically, that's a group of experts that give the department advice on certain topics. In this case, the topic is employee benefits. Under federal law, the council is supposed to meet 4 times a year. But 15 months into the second Trump administration, they have met a total of 0 times.
Since President Trump took office for a second term, this council has been essentially totally dormant. They have not met one time. They have not, the Labor Department has not appointed anybody to fill vacancies that exist on this advisory council.
Brett Samuels has been monitoring this saga for Bloomberg Law, and it turns out this is not just a Labor Department issue. The lack of advisory council seems to be a theme of the current administration, appearing to avoid bringing in outside voices that might contradict their agenda.
At Bloomberg Law, we did an analysis a while back that really looked into the fact that the Trump administration is essentially either eliminating or just allowing a lot of these advisory councils to sort of fade out of relevance. They're not convening these councils, or they're eliminating them entirely. We're talking about, hundreds of advisory councils across the federal government. They've historically been relied on to kind of provide guidance and advice to the government. But the second Trump administration doesn't seem particularly interested in soliciting that advice.
Chavez-DeRemer was expected to appear before Congress in the coming weeks to testify about the Labor Department's budget request. Some thought she would be questioned by Democrats on the allegations against her, but now that she's out, she won't have to worry about that one. And it remains to be seen if the department's watchdog will look into this dormant advisory council. Though it is worth noting that just last week, in a House committee on Capitol Hill, one of the Labor Department's assistant secretaries was grilled about Chavez-DeRemer's conduct in an exchange that became increasingly uncomfortable. Let's listen.
Are you aware that the Department of Labor's Inspector General is investigating the Labor Secretary for professional misconduct, including drinking on the job?
I don't read any of the tabloid accounts. The Secretary of Labor.
We're talking about the New York Times as a tabloid.
Well, I didn't even know. I don't read the New York.
You are kind of fairly high-level lawyer experience. It's like hard to believe that that an assistant secretary would not be reading the New York Times. Mr. Aronowitz, how are you protecting your staff after the secretary's husband reportedly was banned from the department's headquarters when at least 2 staff members accused him of making unwanted sexual advances?
I don't know anything about that other than my job.
So you're not protecting your staff? You've not put into place any plans to protect your staff?
My staff has our heads down and focused on...
Mr. Secretary, the question was whether or not you're taking any steps to protect your staff, given the reports about the secretary's husband being banned from the office. Yes or no? Have you set in place plans?
I am a good leader.
So I take it no. Is that the answer?
No, the answer is not no.
You have not. Have you put plans in place, Mr. Secretary?
I am a leader with decades of
The Secretary is
experience.
not responsive. I take the answer to be no. You've not put any plans in to protect your staff.
All my
Mr.
employees are
Secretary,
protected.
do you have confidence in the leadership of Secretary Chavez-DeRemer?
Yes, I do.
You do. Thank you.
It is not clear what private sector job Lori Chavez-DeRemer is taking now that she's no longer part of the Trump administration. The White House says the Deputy Labor Secretary Keith Sonderling is now acting Labor Secretary.